fundamental concept and a very important concept is our physiology and psychology and how they are connected with each other. And by physiology, I mean our body and the physical reality of this body. And psychology is our mind and how we think. Both of them, which is our physiology and our psychology, are intimately connected to each other, which means that we can use either to change the other. For example, we are feeling low, go out, do some exercise, and lo and behold, you feel better. Your body secretes all those chemicals which makes you feel better, just shifting your psychology. You're tired and don't want to go out and work out in the gym, but you are the kind of person who works out every day. So you still get up and drag yourself to the gym and do the gym and you feel better. So which means that our identity as someone who exercises every day, which is our psychology, has affected our physiology, which is we got up and went to the gym and did our exercises. This connection is extremely strong and is bidirectional. What do I mean by that? Is that you can use your physiology to change your psychology, and at the same time, you can use your psychology to change your physiology. Now, they differ in one very, very important and big way, which is that the laws of physics apply to our physiology, and they do not apply to our psychology. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that if there is any change in our physiology, it has to be linear and follow all the laws of physics. However, our psychology doesn't need to follow that. You can move from one stage to completely different stage like that in a moment. And all psychological shifts happen like that. For example, my dad was a chain smoker. And when he got to know that he has a heart condition, and the doctor told him after his bypass surgery that smoking will kill him fast, instantaneously stopped smoking. Something just went on or went off, and that changed his physiology, which is his behavior, and therefore his body. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you really want to have a significant change in your lived reality, in your physiology, the only way to bring about significant step change is to first work on our psychology, our belief systems, our mindsets. Once we are able to change our belief systems, once we are able to shift our mindset, the physiology will follow. And that is that's always the case, right? So any significant change requires us to first believe that the change is possible. And only then can you actually go out and make that change happen. And this is why our mindset and our belief system and our psychology is like an invisible operating system which sets the boundary condition for how we perform or how we behave in any given situation. Understanding this and incorporating this in our lives can have a significant impact on how we lead our lives and how we change ourselves. As a leader, this is even more critical because number one, this is self awareness. That is, as a leader, we need to be understanding of our own psychology. But at the same time, we also need to be able to do that with others, those whom we are leading. Now, the whole idea of leadership and the reason why leaders are respected more, leaders are paid more, is because you are not only supposed to be taking care of yourself, but also for everyone else that you are leading, right? This also becomes very important because once you believe that, your team starts believing that. Once you act in a way that, any step change is possible, and it starts with your psychology, your mindset, your team starts believing that as well. And which also tells me that any team, any set of individuals can actually significantly change their performance, their deliverables, and become high performing team only and if and only when they start behaving in this manner, which is to put their psychology ahead of their physiology and understand the connection between the physiology and the psychology. So which means that for any team to become high performing team, your psychology needs to lead. Think about it. Take care.